Good evening. You're now with me, Lorenzo Isaac, for TVS Nightline. We begin with this story. With the launch of the new SARAWAK'S Science Centre, the state government is doubling down on homegrown talent to engineer world-changing technologies. Premier Datuk Petinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg calls the facility a crucial engine for cultivating the scientific mind power needed to drive Sarawak's economy well beyond 2030.
Sebab itulah kerajaan membangunkan pusat sains. Kerana kita nak bangunkan melahirkan the new EINSTEIN, the new scientist, namanya Ahmad, namanya Paul, anak Sabari, yang boleh membantu dalam kita menghadapi cabaran dunia pada hari.
Abang Johari says Sarawak must leverage its rich biodiversity through science-based approaches to tackle challenges such as climate change, food security and environmental degradation. With its abundant water resources, Sarawak is well positioned to lead the development of hydrogen as a future clean energy source. At the same time, he invites global scientists, researchers and institutions to use SSCIEX as an international research hub. He hopes the Science Centre will become a global collaboration centre for science, technology and innovation that can contribute to the well-being of mankind.
Yeah.
Welcome back. Premier Datuk Petinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg says Sarawak will continue supporting education development whenever it has the financial capacity to do so, despite education falling under federal responsibility. Speaking on the state's intervention in educational initiatives, he emphasized that assisting schools and educators is a worthwhile pursuit for the welfare of Sarawakian students.
Saya cerita ini, saya nak menyebut memang pendidikan adalah tanggungjawab ketua, tapi kalau kita ada rezeki, apa salah kita membantu. Inilah sensitif yang ada pada kita, pendekatan pada kita.
Abang Johari notes that Sarawak is utilizing its own resources to complement education efforts through infrastructure development, including roads, electricity and water supply for rural schools. He explains that the state's move to take over timber roads will improve accessibility and ease the operational challenges faced by principals and teachers in remote areas.
Kita ambil alih semua jalan balap kegunaan Sarawak dan ia menjadi penghubung kepada sekolah-sekolah luar bandar. Baguslah ketua rasa senang. Kalau tak ketua pun susah tuan. Kena nak terhubung dengan pejabat pendidikan daerah. Kena nak ambil gaji. Jadi kita terpaksa membangunkan infrastruktur kita yang akan membantu pengurusan pendidikan. Dan guru pula dapat keadaan yang baik. Memang kita di Sarawak tu kadang-kadang terpaksa guna dana kita sendiri. Pengarah tahu, sekolah terpaksa kita bangunkan dengan dana Sarawak.
The Premier also announced readiness to send 46 principals to the national level Malaysian School Principals Management Conference from September 12 to 15, alongside additional funding for professional development programs. AI is rapidly reshaping the world of work, and Sarawak wants its youths to be ready. The Sarawak Premier says mastering AI is now a necessary skill to keep pace with a global economy driven by innovation and data.
Large language model yang menjadi perantaraan antara pengguna dengan AI, dan juga AI ini adalah proses consolidation of data. Sebab kita nak ada ambition tu 2030, kita nak melancarkan satelit kita pun di globe. Dan satelit kita akan mengumpulkan data daripada bumi untuk sektor pertanian, untuk sektor-sektor dalam ekonomi kita, dan dana ini akan mengubahkan ekonomi kita sendiri.
He adds that AI education must begin in school, as the technology is set to become a key driver across nearly every industry. According to him, youths must be taught to use AI responsibly so they can become technology creators, not just technology users. The Sarawak government has introduced several initiatives to strengthen STEM education, including the Sarawak Education Enhancement Program, the Sarawak Dual Language Program, free tertiary education at state-owned universities, and the launching of an international standard science centre in Kuching. Vaping is no longer just an alternative to cigarettes. It is increasingly being misused to distribute and consume illicit drugs, raising alarm over its growing threat to Malaysia's youth. Chairman of the Sarawak branch of the Drug Prevention Association of Malaysia Pemadam, Dr. Sri Abdul Karim Rahman Hamzah, says the government must act decisively, including considering a nationwide ban on vape products. Karim says vapes have strayed far from its original purpose, with criminal elements now lacing it with dangerous substances, including drugs linked to drugs marketed as pew-pew and magic mushroom.
I think most of you would have heard about the mushroom pew-pew. Pew-pew, which is very, very dangerous. Now, it looks like it's beyond control. It's for the federal government to look into this. Kalau dapat ban vape, because apa yang telah berjadi sekarang ini, vape telah digunakan oleh mereka yang tidak bertanggungjawab untuk other purposes. They put in morphine, they put in marijuana, they put in fentanyl, which led to mushroom. It's not going to be good in the long run for the youth in Malaysia.
He also warns that the Health Ministry is expected to spend about 369 million ringgit treating vape-related illnesses over the coming years, far exceeding the tax revenue generated by the vape industry. Several countries have already outlawed vape products, and Malaysia is urged to take firm action to protect public health and safeguard future generations. Police have arrested 4 suspected drug offenders, including a 16-year-old Form 5 student, in separate raids around Bau yesterday. The arrests were carried out during an integrated crime prevention and warrant operation by the Narcotics Crime Investigation Division across Kampong Pangkalan, Kampong Opar and Kampong Skibang. Bau District Police Chief Superintendent Muhammad Haidi A. Rahman says a 31-year-old labourer was found in possession of 0.71 grams of suspected shabu worth 70 ringgit. Initial urine screenings confirm all 4 suspects tested positive for amphetamine and methamphetamine. These suspects comprise the 31-year-old laborer, a 24-year-old unemployed man, a 29-year-old laborer, and a 16-year-old student. Police confirmed that 2 of the suspects have prior drug-related offences, while the student and 1 other suspect have no previous records. Investigations revealed that 3 of the suspects had consumed drugs a day before their arrests, with the 4th admitting to consumption 4 days earlier. The 31-year-old will be remanded for possession, while the 29-year-old faces charges for an earlier offence. The 24-year-old faces a Section 39C charge under the 1952 Dangerous Drugs Act, and the minor has been referred to the National Anti-Drugs Agency. A 46-year-old man and a 33-year-old woman were killed after the vehicle they were travelling in veered off the road and crashed into a roadside drain along Jalan Sungai Bidut yesterday afternoon. The Sungai Air Merah Fire and Rescue Department responded to the emergency call at 2:48 p.m., dispatching personnel directly to the scene. Upon arrival, firefighters found the vehicle inside the roadside drain with both victims strapped inside. Crews utilized rescue tools and stretchers to extricate the victims before handing them over to the Health Ministry personnel, who subsequently confirmed both individuals dead at the scene. The vehicle was later pulled out of the drain with the assistance of an excavator operating nearby. The rescue operation concluded after the area was deemed safe. The government has no plans to establish a new Racial Harmony Consultative Council at this time. Instead, National Unity Minister Dato' Aaron Agodagang says the government will continue to strengthen the role of existing mechanism to manage issues related to national unity and harmony. He notes that the government currently has several committees at the federal, ministerial, and state parliamentary levels that coordinate policies and address issues involving racial and religious unity and harmony.
Dan majlis ini diperusikan oleh Timbalan Perdana Menteri sendiri dan kita di Kementerian sebagai sekretariat. Di peringkat kementerian kita ada jawatan kuasa keharmonian antara penganut agama ataupun short form harmony yang dianggotai oleh semua pemimpin pertubuhan pelbagai agama yang berperanan untuk memantapkan hubungan baik antara penganut pelbagai agama, berteraskan semangat saling hormat, menghormati dan bekerjasama di semua peringkat. Dan jawatan kuasa ini diperusikan oleh saya sebagai Menteri Perpuluhan dan juga Menteri Agama.
In response to a question from Senator Datuk Wirakoh Nai Kwong on whether the government plans to establish a Racial Harmony Consultative Council, Nandas said the existing committee brings together leaders of various religions to strengthen interfaith relations through the values of mutual respect and cooperation. Aaron also said the National Unity Committee meeting serves as a platform to coordinate between the federal and state governments, including Sabah and Sarawak, to discuss the implementation of policies and issues related to national unity. Japanese emergency crews continue searching for survivors today after a powerful earthquake killed at least 34 people. 7 more bodies were recovered from the collapsed Aeon shopping mall, believed to have been hit by a gas explosion triggered by Tuesday's 7.1 magnitude quake. 8 people also died after part of a smokestack collapsed at the Nippon Paper Industries factory in Yatsushiro City. Meanwhile, 5 others remain in critical condition, while nearly 9,500 residents stay at evacuation centers across Kyushu. The quake destroyed homes, damaged bridges, sparked fires, and left tens of thousands without electricity or water, as temperatures are expected to reach 38 degrees Celsius this weekend. More than 13,500 households remain without power, with the town of Hikawa among the hardest hit areas, where many residents are still without electricity and running water till today. And that's all the updates for TVS Nightline. I'm Lorenzo Isaac. Thank you for watching and have a good night.